going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are at Blaze Off-Road putting together a brand new Xtrusion Overland bed rack on his 2020 F150. If you haven't seen this build, it's gonna be gnarly. He's got +6 long travel up front by RPG, 18-inch 3.0 triple bypasses in the rear. It's gonna be an absolute monster, nothing like a Tacoma. But we're gonna be building this bed rack and eventually gonna make it so he can essentially race the truck, jump the truck, and still have a rack with a tent or rack with spares or whatever he needs on it. First thing we've done is we've laid out all of our parts from connection plates to the base plates, and then separated all of our bars. So we've got, it's an XTR3 rack, so it's got 3 uprights on both sides. We've got everything separated here. These are gonna be kind of the in-betweens on the sides, and these are gonna be our 3 crossbars across the top. But now that we've got everything separated, we're gonna start preparing all of the bolts with Loctite and get to assembling this thing. So what we've done is we've laid out the rack on the ground, basically to where everything is gonna go. So we've got our middle braces going from side of the bed to the other side of the bed here, these long ones. Center braces to connect those together. We've got our uprights on the outside. Make sure that the non-threaded side of this bar is facing the mounting bracket to the bed. The top side will be threaded, so you can use your corner plate to thread this bar into here. And then we've got our side braces running from each upright to one another. So now what we're gonna start doing is assembling the rack on the ground. Since we have 3 of us, we can assemble it here and then put it on the truck after it's assembled. So we're gonna start by connecting the side braces, and then we'll connect those side braces once they're together to the crossbars, and then bracing everything to one piece. Before we do that, we're gonna start hitting all of the bolts that we're gonna be using right away with some Vibratite, and then we'll put it all together. So while these guys are getting the hardware ready, they're gonna start putting just a drop of Vibratite on each one of these bolts here. You're gonna use these end caps with this low profile socket head here, and that's gonna go kind of recessed into this bracket, and this bracket is what we're gonna use to assemble and attach these uprights to these side braces. So this will thread into here, and it'll look like that. And then we'll put drop-ins on this channel here and thread that bolt into there, connecting the 2. Now that these shallows are Vibratited, you're gonna take a 5/32 Allen to secure it to the side brace bars. Now that all of the end caps are on where they're supposed to go, so everything from the top braces that connect the bars that run from side to side of the bed together, as well as the side braces for the uprights, we are gonna go by connecting the feet to the uprights, and the feet are gonna be on the end without any threads, because you're gonna need these top threads to connect the corner bracket for the upright and the crossbar. So what Mitchell is doing is put a drop-in T-nut inside the track of the extrusion and running these kind of round head bolts into there to hold the feet where they need to go. Again, non-threaded side on the bottom and threaded side up top. Now that all of the feet are mounted to all the uprights, we're going to start putting on the caps to connect them to the crossbars up top. So this is going to be a 1/4 inch. We're going to be using these bolts here, and you should only need 2. And what they did is they actually updated the design on this, so you can see in the middle there's 2 holes. Before there only used to be 1, and that's your drainage hole. So you used to only go one certain way, but now you can put it either way, this way or this way. You just want to make sure that this is sitting on top of the bar, and then in a direction that's going to connect the crossbar up top. So we're going to connect all of these to our uprights and then move on to our side braces. Now that the uprights are attached to the crossbars, we're going to be installing our off-road reinforcement plates. So we're going to drop in some T-nuts here. So you drop in your channel nut, and this will sit just like this on the back of the rack and on the very front of the rack. Little trick is put the threads on the outside of the channel nut and have this long part on the inside. That way, when you put the bracket on, it'll cover up any of that silver that would normally be exposed on this backside. The off-road plates are attached to the upright and the crossbar. You're gonna want these to be on the very back of the rack and the very front of the rack. So we flip this over. So this is gonna be the back or front of the rack. And now we're gonna do these. So simple drop in with these, and then your short, kind of square-headed Allens here are gonna drop in through there, connecting the side braces to the uprights and the top braces to the crossbars. Now that side braces are attached to the uprights, we're gonna work on the reinforcement bars for in between the crossbars. But since a tent is going on here, we're gonna measure the track of the tent. So we're making sure that the bolt-on area that wraps around this bar isn't gonna be interfered with by these.
It's all good.
Now what Mitchell is doing is using gravity. So he's got the back part of the rack going to the middle of the rack like this, gonna get a couple of these bolts started. And the same way that these made it up to here, you're gonna do the same thing for the middle of the rack. So drop in channel nut, bolt, drop in channel nut, bolt, all the way around. Now that the front of the rack and the middle of the rack are together, we're gonna start putting the back of the rack to the middle of the rack the same way we just did with this. Everything is now bolted in and secured. So now, since we have 3 people here, we're gonna pick this up as one whole unit and set it on the truck, and then we'll show you how to clamp it to the bedsides. So you guys are gonna take these brackets here for the F-150, so it's threads down, and the top teeth are gonna pinch the bed and this bracket together using this hardware with the washers. Feed those brackets and this hardware with the washers is repeat the process 6 times, middle and front, and then your rack will be installed and ready to go. All right guys, that is how to install your Xtrusion XTR3 bed rack onto your Ford F150. Hope you guys liked the video. If you did, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. I will link Xtrusion down below in the description. You can use promo code TheDarkYoda for a discount on your specific setup. Again, these racks are like Legos. You can configure them to any height you want, add things like slide outs, accessory gates, like I have on my rack, but you can start with a base rack or a base XTR3 like this and build onto it as time goes on. Hope you liked the video.